Okay. So today's our webinar will be how we can move from the transition, career transition from the data field. So that is the one agenda for our today's call. I think you already aware about because my profile I already mentioned. So how we can transition from the career data field and how the interview we can crack. So definitely when we are doing some kind of things like for example we are doing kind of a certification but it will not affect to complete transition to the data, so we need all kind of career transition. This will help you. So let me know if you can see my screen and you can see my screen, right? Can you ping in the chat box if anyone or speak in the mic? Okay, sure. So actually my I on my camera but it will not working. Okay, so okay, yeah. So the first thing, what are the booming, highly paid IT jobs right now? So these are the main thing we need to discuss about here. Data scientist, data engineer, data analyst are the booming IT field or IT jobs in the coming days. Why? Because the data is increasing day by day. So that is the reason data jobs also means the processing capability of data will increase soon. So that is the reason the people are saying that because in the 2016 onwards, we already know the data field definitely will boom soon. But in the 2020, the corona affected time, we already aware about these data field like data engineers and the availability of data engineers or data analysts are less. Then the recruiters are putting lot of resumes, checking the lot of resumes in the LinkedIn and Naukri also, but they didn't get much as possible data engineers or the data analysts. So that is the reason we are focusing right now. If we right now we are completing any kind of certification in the data scientist or data engineer, data analyst, it will help to get a more experience in right now. After 2 or 3 years, you will be become a highly paid IT engineers. Okay, so that is the reason I will tell you these are the prime focus you can do. But why data engineers is the because most of the people now the 2020, I will tell you, the 2020, the data scientist was the data scientist and the ML engineer, AI engineer was the booming field because everywhere in the COVID time, I already aware about the everywhere when I'm data scientist job, data scientist, how to become data scientist. These kind of ad I saw. But in the 2022, the most common name will be the data engineer. Okay, why it was the I will tell you. For example, one company, 100 member in a team for their processing the data, but there is only one data scientist handle all the data engineers. That means if 20 or 30 data engineers are there, they mentor or they directly report it to one data scientist. So that is the reason data engineering jobs are huge in the industry. Data scientist jobs are less in the industry, and there are a lot of things advantages of data engineer because if the crisis is happening, right? So if anyone affected this kind of data scientist position, because already I already told you only one position is there, but if there is any time we lost the job, they are really struggle to look on the other jobs. Okay. So that is the reason. That time, if you are a data engineer, you will definitely get a job because the availability or the demand of data engineer is high. That is the reason 2022 people are taking the classes on the data engineering and data analyst. Data analyst also right now it is a booming. Like once the data process, the client needs to show these data in a beautiful pages, not beautiful pages like a dashboard. Then only they can analyze the data and they can implement some of the new changes in their industry. For example, the client of one of our client was working in the real estate industry. They want to choose how the data or the how which are the places are booming in the 2025. That means they are using the prediction. They are collecting the data, lot of areas from the internet. They are collecting the data from the surveys, etc. And they analyze the data and they check in the 2022 which are the places will give them more benefit. So these kind of thing we can analyze with the help of data engineers, data analysts, and data scientists. So this will improve zone. So that is the reason I will tell you, if you are not, if you are stuck in your IT industry or support kind of role, or you are stuck in the old technology, okay, this is the time, this is the right time to upgrade to the new technology. I think hope you are clear. Then we are moving to how to make a complete transition to data engineering. So, how to make a complete transition? First one, we need to expertise. I will share this document, guys. Don't worry about this one. I will share with you, and the recording also I'm started. So it will help you in the coming. I will, maybe I can upload the in the YouTube channel also. I will share this talk. So this will help you to guide you. And the expertise in the Python, the first one is Python. Some people ask me why Java is it okay? Java is it okay, but comparatively, the Python is more learning, easy to learn. So that is the reason Python we are using. And for example, in the Spark, Databricks, we are using these kind of Python, PySpark. So Python skill is important, and expertise in SQL, that is mandatory. You already aware, right? Then complete certifications of big data. To complete any certification in big data, Azure Data Engineer, Google Associate Data Engineer, AWS Engineer, Data Engineer. These are the certification we can do. Then complete one or two end project, one or two end-to-end project. Because when the recruiters will ask you from the what you mentioned in the resume, the recruiters will ask. That is the reason suggesting to complete one end-to-end project from outside, or if you get a chance to work on your organization itself, grab it, do one end-to-end project. Then invest your time in communication and confidence building. These are the three things when you make the complete transition to the data. Then moving on to the next one, how to optimize your profiles in job portal. So we can do, first thing we need to do, LinkedIn account. We need to create a LinkedIn account and complete transition. How to do the LinkedIn and how to make a keywords in your LinkedIn profile. For example, I will share you. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can see, right? Is anyone can you ping because it's a separate browser? That is the thing I am asking. Can you mute or anyone? Can you tell me? Okay, okay, thank you. So, because in the previous 2 years, I was trying to searching how my data or how my LinkedIn profile because I got call from Amazon Web Services and Google also in the recession type. So, actually, I'm in a learning state. I didn't attend that interview due to this profile. They reached out to me. Okay, they told me due to this profile we reached out to you. So that is the reason. Are you interested? So normally we can see what I am telling. You need to take a Microsoft certification or GC. Now I complete the Google certificate. So I can mention Microsoft and Google certified data engineer. Okay, mention in my profile. Plus, what are my achievements that will catch you recruiters, and what are the things I completed, what are my mission, and what are the things, because every day I'm posting, so you can see my post impression, search result, because people are searching me, and what are the people in my contact list. So everything I mentioned clearly, what are the certifications I did. So this is how we can boost our LinkedIn profile. I think hope you're clear. So first one we need to about LinkedIn profile. Second one, Naukri. Naukri is always important. Naukri, what you can do, you can update your Naukri profile plus keywords. Every day you need to, because once you upload there is paid service also, Naukri is there. But you don't want to, you can mention what are the certification, BP 900, AS at 900, DP 203, or DA 100, anything you can mention here. And some of the keyword, data engineer, data science, Python, SQL, these kind of skill you mentioned, because recruiters searching with these skills. So that is important. And one important point, every day you need to update your Naukri profile. For example, you are adding some description, a space in the description. That also help you to update your profile in the top of this much of candidate. So that is the reason every day you need to you can put a small spaces in your Naukri profile. That means the recruiter, this profile will up to date. That up to date profile will get the chances will increase the recruiter's call. So create a Naukri account. Indeed, here is it's also most commonly for the product based companies and monsters. So I'm commonly recommend to LinkedIn profile, Naukri, and Hirs.com. Okay, these are the things you need to focus. Then, um, how to prepare for interviews. Normally, I will tell you how many rounds are there. The impress the recruiter in your first. For example, I already told you in the resume, you need to mention. I will show my resume also, and I will tell you. I think you can see my screen, right? So this is my Devi Krishna. This is my updated CV, not updated CV because when I am entered into, I am got selected in the it's EY, my CV like this. I'm a professional certification. I'm already mentioned like I'm a 5 years of experience and my I'm a four-star coder. That time I was a four-star coder. I was a four-star coder in the Python, AZ 900, DP 9 201, 203 certification, and associated data engineer. What are the things I completed? These kind of because when I adding these certification list here or the certification emblem, that will catch the recruiter. Okay, they tell that, oh, this person is learning every day. That is the reason this much of certification he get. So this kind of impression you also need to put in your profile. So try to do some solo learn certification. Grab the Python for the solo learn certification, SQL for the hack rank, and the Azure for the DP 900, DP 100, DP 203. So these things will help you boost your profile. Then that is I mentioned. Then Google Cloud certification that also will value added. 5-star order. Your whatever you want to do that you can add here. Then mention two end-to-end project. What you completed first, you completed one or two end-to-end project that implemented in your profile. And because recruiters definitely will not recruiters, the first lead engineer or the tech lead engineers interview round, they will ask the question from our project base. So whatever you mention in the profile or the resume, they will catch it and they will ask deep understand. So that is the reason you can think about what are the questions they will ask. Something because I will share the complete interview prepare kit with you, so that will help you guys how to do these kind of problem, how to solve these problems. Then, uh, yeah. So the next one will be there are different learning path. The fifth will be the complete transition or the learning path to the Azure data engineer. So this I will tell you. Um, okay. So normally what happens? The fundamental AZ 900 is the fundamental one, and AI 900 is the AI engineer fundamental. DP 900 is the data fundamental. If you want to look on the data, you can move into the DP 900. This is the one DP 900. Then data engineer DP 203, data analyst. This you can add in your profile. Then the Cosmos DB certification is also there. Then if you are focusing on the AI one, you can either go to this one, AI 900, AI engineer one, or the administration one. If you're focusing, there is one more thing, data science. Once you complete the AI engineer, you can move on to data scientist. Then AZ 900 administrator one also there. Then you can move on the data scientist. So I will suggest you my path like DP 900, DP 203. Then I'm planning to take BA 100. So this will be like your plan. So this graph or this thing will help you to guide or your path. Okay. So you before you learning anything, you just aware about, oh, this path will help me or not. That is the very important thing. So definitely you need to aware about all these kind of concept. Otherwise, what will happen if you learn? In my case, in 2019, I want to become a data scientist at that time. When I started the machine learning courses, new natural language process, AI something, but I'm not interested. At the middle of that, I was not interested. Then I jumped to the data engineer. But when I started learning data engineering stuff, I really enjoyed it. So that is the reason I'm suggesting you just want to you are ready to more programming or you are want to move in the data engineering, so that is your choice. So first you can just learn it, what are the things you want or you want to become this thing in your career. If you want an AI engineer, you want to become a world's best AI engineer, or if you want a data engineer, you want to become a world's best data engineer. These kind of concept always help you to achieve your goals. I think hope you're clear that this will be the path like learning path Azure Data Engineer, DP 900, Data Fundamentals, DP 203, Azure Data Engineering Associate. And this is the first batch we will, and next one will be the Azure Data Engineering one. Then moving on the next one, this will be the what are the services available in the Azure, because DP 900 is the smallest, there's a basic course. DP 900 is the basic fundamental of the data. So AZ 900 also there, but we don't AZ 900. We want data because AZ 900 we want to learn some infrastructure thing and all. But in the data, we don't want that one. We are more focusing on the data side. So that is the reason we I am suggesting to data fundamental. Then once you complete or once you complete DP 203, when you are working or you are learning in the DP 203, these are the things you want to think. I will tell you the collection of ingestion, storage, transformation, data warehouse storage, and the consumption. Normally, ingestion means we are getting a lot of data from different sources because, for example, web. Okay, streaming. For example, you are a gaming person, you are get a data from the web. Okay, streaming, transactional log, smartphone, packet files, CSV file. For example, in the accounting world, in previously it was an Excel file, right? And event one, APIs, IoT. These are the different. There are different sources are available. Okay, this is some of them. These are the things we are collecting. We are getting the data. And once we get the data, normally we are storing the data for the next transformation. For example, data lake is storing the data. Relational database. Relational database means they have a predefined structure. That means in our SQL, SSMS is a relational database. Non-relational database means they don't have a specific structure. That means some video streaming, music, we don't have a specific structure, right? So that is the non-relational data. This is the relational data. Then even they have Azure Data Factory, Synapse Analytics, Spark Table. Compute, enrich, and transform. Once you get the data, we want to transform it. For example, we need to load the data in an incremental way. So that time we can use the data bricks and stream analytics. We need to analyze by the streaming data, right? So that will include in the stream analytics. Then cognitive service, Synapse, Azure ML. So these are the things will help to compute, enrich, and transform the data. Then the data warehouse. Once you complete all the transformation, whatever we want, we save into the data warehouse. That means Azure SQL, Cosmos DB, Azure Synapse Analytics. Then the consumption. Consumption base, it will be Power BI, React, Tableau, Synapse EI tool. These are the things because in the Power BI, once the get data we get, we take the data and show in a dashboard. I already mentioned right in the previous example, the client want to show which plots are profit in the 2022. So that means they're analyzing data. They want to show the proof of how we analyze. That thing we can implement it with the help of Power BI. Then the security. Security means no one we because Microsoft is providing good security for the all the data access because they are the owner of those products. That Azure Azure is the product of Microsoft, so they are always giving some kind of security. Provide say when only people will buy, right? So these are the keyword Azure AD, MSG policy, networking, expense route, VPN gateway, traffic manager, infrastructure wise this one, and monitoring and alert. If any failures will happen, we will get monitored, right? So these are the services for all these things. This is the section coming under the Google also no not Google Azure Engineer, Azure Data Engineer. This is the path for Azure Data Engineer. These are the services we are using. Then I will tell you how this works, and once you finish this session, I will give you some Q&A session. We can discuss in that one. Then the learning path I am mentioned here. This is the certification path and the DP 203 syllabus also you can get from here. I will take this one. Okay, this is the DP900 Microsoft Azure Data Fundamental. You can go here and check. This is the download and the study guide. So this will help you. What are the, it is late is updated this one. So you can see here syllabus. When you check the syllabus, represent the data DP900 represent the data, how to store the data, responsibilities, and relational database. That means predefined structure, SQL, that kind of thing. And then we are not checking at the non-relational one, how it will work on that one, and Cosmos DB for we are transferring data with the help of Streamline, that kind of thing. Cosmos DB. Then describe the analytics workload, and these things are in the DP900 exam. So I think this site will help you to get the complete idea. I'm already mentioned those link there. Then free sample questions are available. You can check in the exam sandbox. The dollar will be this much of the price. You can schedule in a on view. On view means we can schedule from your home itself and schedule from the, or you can schedule from the your nearest center. Normally it is on view, right? In the COVID, after the COVID, people are taking the session from on view itself. Then in the below you can see how to two ways to prepare, self-paced one and instruction lead. In the self-paced you can see start. When you start this one, you can get the complete idea. Microsoft Azure fundamental concept. You can complete this one, it will be saved. So these are the lot of information or lot of documentation they are providing. You can use this one in the middle of once you learn this one, in the middle they are asking some kind of question. This exact question will come in the Microsoft examination also. So this site will help you. And the same way, I will tell you in here also. Here also, DP203. DP203 is a associate engineer because in the prerequisite they are mentioned like that we need 6 months of experience. That much of experience level they are expecting. So that is the reason it is very important. Then study guide. In the study material, you can see that lot of information they added because in the previously it was easy. This is the timeline they measured as February 6, 2020. After that, they will add some kind of thing. Maybe they will add. Otherwise, they will sustain the syllabus itself. So check before you take the examination. Maybe they add more information that will ask the question. So that is the reason. Then here you can see that implement the data storage, implement a partition strategy, and how to ingest, transform data, batch processing, stream processing, and to manage the data and batch pipeline, secure, monitor how things are monitoring, secure, monitor and optimization. Their weightage is 35 to 35 percentage. Here you can see that 40 to 45 percentage. Develop a data processing. Then important data security, all things mentioned here. So you can use this study material when you are preparing. This will help you. Okay, so I will back to my screen. So this study guide also help with the syllabus are really helpful when you are doing the things. So I'm suggesting when you are preparing your examination, take a download of the syllabus. Okay, you have take the download of the syllabus. Then in the check mark, whatever the things you covered, you definitely put a check mark there. Otherwise, what will happen? You don't know how which are the topic you covered, and depends upon the weightage you need to prepare. Plus you want to expertise in the hands-on. Otherwise, we will not clear the DP203. DP203 is an extensive exam, so most of the people failed it. So prepare from the very thoroughly from the basic, then practical plus this one. So then only you can clear. Then moving on so this will clear. I will share this slide. This will help you to guide. The next one will be uh, Google Associate, Google learning path of the Google Data Engineering. The Google Data Engineering also demanded, highly demanded one. So the first one will be the Associate Cloud Engineer. This one, Associate Cloud Engineer. and professional associate cloud data engineer, professional data engineer, professional cloud developer, professional cloud network. This need 6 months of experience, 6 months of hands-on experience in the GCP. That is the recommended experience. This professional, you need 3+ years of industry experience, including 1 years of designing and managing the GCP solution. That much of difficulty level we can expect for this certification. This also good when you complete this one. This is the learning path for the Google Data Engineer. And coming to this one, most of cases when you learn the Azure Data Engineer, the same thing, the name will be different in the Google Cloud. So that is the only difference. For example, Pub, Sub, Data Proc, and Data Prep. So these are cloud storage. Most of them are same, BigQuery, Cloud SQL. Oh, each one has their own functionality, the same as the Azure provided, but the name is different. So that is the only thing we want to differentiate here. But you can go for Azure. Is why I am suggesting Azure Data Engineering. Most of the companies are using the Microsoft product. Okay, they are providing security and all. So what happened? Companies are need Azure data engineers in the industry. So if you complete the Azure data engineer, you will get a call easily. Google Cloud also there, right? Just mention Azure data engineer, it's easy compared to Google. Then next one, the learning path will be when you. I will tell you how the learning path like. Okay. So the associate cloud data engineer, we can register here for your using your thing. Exam hour 2 hours and exam question 50. Normally exam format 50 to 16 multiple choice question we can expect online. Online are we using. Then in the below you can enroll. If you want to enroll, you can see here experience how the Google Cloud itself providing your thing, how the learning follow the learning path, everything that I will show you. This is the cloud skill boost Google path. So data engineer learning path. This is the data engineering learning path. So you can once you complete this one, you can complete this one. You can take this one course. So once you begin, and depends upon your availability. Once you complete it, you will get some kind of certificate, some kind of Google Clouding providing certificate. So this kind of learning path we will get. You can take it and check it if it is possible, or you really stuck on somewhere. Start from the basic itself. Okay. Then yeah. So that one completed. Next one I will tell you. Then learning path of the Google Data Engineer. There are different Udemy courses are available. I added the Udemy courses link also here. How the certification Udemy course. You can check this one and try to learn it, or you can go on the Azure Data Engineering. No worries for that one. Then a learning path for the Google Data Engineer path. Then yeah. So roadmap. This is very important when you check on the roadmap, these are the things because I'm telling how you can crack the interview. So roadmap, the first one will be the Python. To focus this one for the first one, then SQL, this one, then knowledge of big data, Hadoop, Hive, and Apache Spark. So these also will help you. But if you mention, they will ask the question regarding the big data. Otherwise, they will ask the question from the Azure Data Engineering. Then the cloud data engineering skill, Azure, AWS, GCP. Then one end-to-end project. Then the sixth one will be the interview preparation. This is the roadmap when we can complete in our Azure data or data engineering journey. Then sorry, not this one. Then, for the service, I will tell you for the service-based companies, normally, for example, TCS, Infosys, Wipro. So these are the companies. There's a huge demand of the Azure data engineer. So we will not expect much level of difficulty from these companies. Okay, they want huge demand, so you can prepare 1 month. This is a shortest span, right? Shortest span. Okay, normally 1 month Python, 1 month SQL, then almost 2 months. If you are a fast learner, you can give 1 month for SQL and 1 month for Python, then 1 month itself. If you're working previously working in SQL, it will easy, right? You can take a less thing on, or you can go through or brush up your skill in the SQL. And Python, you definitely want to learn. Then next one will be the, this is a fast paced one, not fully means fully speed up one. This is because when you put lot of effort or you are in a bench of an organization, you are getting lot of time in your weekend. This will help you. Azure GCP fundamental certification plus data engineering certification, one within 1 month you can do. Then one end-to-end project and the interview preparation 1 month. Total we need almost 3 to 4 months for the service-based company to crack the service-based companies with the good hike. So this is the roadmap for the service-based companies. Then coming to product-based companies and the big four, they will ask lot of questions from this one because they are developing some their own product and they need more knowledge in the specific area. For example, Python, definitely we need to invest 1 month. DSA, data structure algorithm, definitely they will ask. In the first round itself, they will ask the question with Python plus DSA. Then only you can clear the hack rank or metal network. Metal network. That is also one interview preparation site. So Python plus DSA. Then 1 month for SQL complete preparation. Azure GCP AWS fundamental certification for 1 month. Azure GCP data engineering certification for one, because I am telling like deep level. Okay, you every anything they can ask, but we can answer anything. So anywhere in the portion. So that is the reason I am giving this much of time for Azure data engineering fundamental. This one is Azure data engineering certification for 1 month. One or two complete end-to-end preparation for thing. So that means that also 1 month. So total we need 6 months of time for the crack the product based company. 6 to 7 months we need to invest. So this is the roadmap for the product based companies and the big four. Then service-based companies, I already mentioned. Product-based companies, this much of level we need. The demand of data is increasing day by day. So there's not 2000, 200 millions of data is processing. This graph will increase soon. So we not don't want to wait, or someone is really confusing. If I jump to data engineering, is any issues in our career, because complete transition will happen, right? No worries, because data field will save for the next 25 years. Data demand is increasing. Only one thing we need to do, we need to learn and upgrade the latest technology. That is the only thing we can do. Okay, so this is one small quote. Success is the sum of some small effort repeated day in and day out. So that means we continuously put a lot of effort or small amount of effort to achieve any goal. We can definitely achieve at any time. So you always remember this one. Then yeah. Then moving on the weekly planner. This kind of planner always help you to maintain your means your concentration and your focus. For example, you can prepare a weekly planner kind of thing. Monday, what task you need to complete. So you can give some specific time, because in the 24 hours, everyone has 24 hours, right? From the CEO of Google to a small poor man. But the time we can utilize in a specific thing, then we can achieve success. So definitely we have a correct timetable in our hand. We need to follow that timetable. Then only we can achieve our goals within a span of time. Otherwise, what will happen? We are like a normal people. Okay, we want to succeed. That is the reason we are joining this call, right? I think I'm pretty sure this people who already in this enroll in this class, they want some kind of improvement on their life. Otherwise, they will not join. So this spirit always keep you and achieve until you achieve your goal, complete transition to the data field. Then, um, yeah. So the interview preparation kit, I already uploaded the interview preparation kit for this drive. You can check this drive. Uh, I will ping in the chat. Let me know if it is accessible or not. Um, Otherwise, I will give the access. Let me know if it is accessible or no.
Yeah, I'm able to access.
Okay, okay. So there I mentioned what are the things you want in your interviews that I mentioned there. You can see my screen, right? My browser, interview, guaranteed interview. No, not. Okay, let me share on. Now you can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For the SQL, I uploaded some of the interview kit for you. You can study only these things, don't want anywhere. I added some complex questions also. And for the Python also I added what are the interviews, what are the how I crack. These are the things I learned. So you can go through it. And the big data also I added. Azure data engineering learning path also added there. So this will help you to guide you how the things will help in the examination. Okay, these are the complete interview question kit. So once you learn all these things, you can start learning from these things. And I will suggest you always do some exercise in the HackerRank Python SQL. Then it will help you when the people ask to do some kind of joins is very important. Okay, joins, most of the question will ask about the join, to join these kind of tables, and how this will help this result. Okay, join is very very important in our daily life also. We need to implement that one. So joins are very important for the SQL. Then the Python, they will ask some kind of what is the difference between list, tuples, and list tuple, dictionary. What is the main difference? Set is the difference, and how this program will help you identify or arrange a or means authorize a people name. Okay, that kind of code you can do, and oops concept in there. So these are the normal questions they are asking from the SQL, not Python. For the Azure data engineer, they will ask from end to end. For example, for the Azure Data Factory, they will ask how to transfer, the most asked the question like how to transfer the data from on-premises to cloud storage. It is very important question because previously data were stored in the company's on-premises. So now after the 2020, they are moving to migration. So no, lot of projects are there. So most of the companies want to migrate engineer. So that is the thing they are asking how to migrate the data from on-premises to cloud. That time you need to mention what are the three types of integration runtime, what are the Azure Data Factory, how to create a data set, how to create a linked list, how to mention the copy activity, which activity we need to help to move this data, how we can store the data in the cloud. These kind of each and every question they will ask. Then for the Databricks thing, they will ask like how the data frame created, how to mount the data in the Databricks, and how the star schema, the difference between the star schema, snowflake schema, lot of things, that kind of thing, how the incremental load is working, what is SCD1, SCD2 kind of notebook. They're asking how the Synapse will help to store the data. Yeah, so these kind of question they will ask. Other than compare questions, like they will ask the questions from your end-to-end project. How this data, if you're working on, for example, you added one SAP system as a source, and if you give some manual file in the storage account, you are uploading some file in the storage location, how it will take. So that time you can mention like you can use a event trigger. Whenever we upload the file in the storage account, they can trigger, they load the data from the source to target location. These kind of logical question. Then you need to aware about what are the triggers and scheduling triggers, sampling window triggers available in the Azure. So these are the things you mentioned. Otherwise, you cannot answer. So go through the interview question. Once you complete the DP 203 or data engineering, Google data engineering certification, you can go through what are the things they are expecting. We have a clear knowledge of each and every services and their users. Otherwise, we cannot answer. Okay, so prepare well before going to interview. Then, yeah. So my LinkedIn profile I'm already mentioned here. So these are the thing we want to cover in today. So you can take this data from here. So we can start from one to one question also. I think you can unmute and ask. I will answer you. Team,
Okay.
hi, hi, Bobby.
So my first question is,
Ah,
uh, what you told about you Azure, the same. Yeah.
AWS.
Yeah, I read that.
Okay. Actually, AWS, I am not because what I am taking Azure, AWS huge at the 2019, and we don't get that much of hike in the AWS engineer. So that is the reason I didn't choose the also I because we will get the job from the Amazon in the companies, but compared to other the AWS was less at that time. Then I'm checking on the Naukri profile, LinkedIn profile. A Azure data engineer, Azure is more common and they're highly paid due to the demand.
Actually,
Yeah.
if I already learned some part of AWS, then will it helpful in Azure?
It will definitely it will help because I will tell you because the services are what are the normally their products and their services are common, but they can ask they can get some kind of naming changes are there and some kind of product changes are there. But once you learn the Azure or just starting on the Azure or GCP, you something you may be comfortable. If you take some certifications on AWS, it will help you. It will add on your career or your resume. You got it right, Bobby?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So my suggestion, okay, if you comfortable or if you have a AWS project in your company, it will be good. And you can same time you can update. I will tell you one thing. You can update your LinkedIn profile and you can check what will be the salary range of the AWS engineers. Okay. Okay. Normally, the Azure data engineers are if one of the Azure engineers are 3 to 4 year or 5 year or for 3 to 4 or 5 year, then they will get 20 to 30. Okay. The salary range between 20 lakhs to 30 lakh. That is a huge one, right? That
Yes.
means uh, the average Indian salary was less than that. If we get more than 1 lakh, we are moving from the middle class to luxury class. So that is yeah, that is the demand of Azure data engineer. You can mention like you can, but you can see at the same time you can play or you can update your Naukri profile with this one. I'm not sure you will not get this much of salary hike because everywhere we can check this one Azure data engineering demand, Google data engineering demand, but Azure is commonly when we are checking the job portal itself. Okay, but AWS is will your increase your visibility because you learn multi-cloud. That will help you.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Any question will be from your side?
Yeah. Okay. Right now, done for me. If there anything I remind them definitely.
Sure, sure, sure. You can ask. I will be here. Let me know because I am staying for you today because whatever the question you want to clarify, how to crack the interview, any question from you, I will tell you. So that is the reason I completely prepare these things for you. It will help you to do right. Otherwise, what will happen? Next day you will forget it. Then you already paid me. So definitely you get a benefit from this one. So that is the reason I am preparing this extensive slide for you. So please utilize this one and try to preparing yourself in the 2023 will you will get a huge demand or huge opportunities in front of you. So only thing you want to prepare and wait for the opportunities. Okay.
Hey, David.
Yeah, tell me.
Hey, I'm Pawan.
Ah,
Actually, I did clear TP 203,
okay.
Azure Data Engineer,
Yeah, great.
and I do have
Ah,
a Python certification.
okay.
So when I switched with SQL Server and SSIS
Ah,
SSIS and ADF background. But unfortunately, when I moved, I got into application development.
okay. Uh-huh.
So I'm kind of stuck. Like my heart says I have to go back to Big Data and those kind of stuff, but I kind of stuck into this
Oh,
application development.
okay.
So uh, I'm looking for something like hands-on projects. Do you have something like any idea how can we build a project on our own
Yes. Yes.
that we can
That we
project
can
on
do.
perform?
Yes, I will
Mhm.
tell you. This will that thanks for this question. I forgot to answer this also because most of the people asking this one. First thing, how most of the people are doing the same thing because the technologies are demanding or the technologies change every year. So if you learn a technology, grab it, implement in your resume, answer or crack the interview, you will become the technology. You will become the engineer in this particular technology. For example, if you learn the Azure, you implement one project in your own or in your organization and implement or mention in the resume. When the in front of the recruiter or the team lead, you can able to answer their asking end to end project they are asking. Definitely you will crack, you will get that job. When you enter in a project, you will get a 1 month time to learn each time of the project because everyone know we are fresher in a company or we are fresher in an organ or project. They will give you some 1 month of time to learn. So that time you can put a lot of effort to learn the tech or learn the things whatever they done in the project. They you will usually you will get a small portion. You can easily learn if you put 10 hours a day or 12 hours in the initial days. You can learn the deep on that particular project. That will help you to sustain and to be a permanent employee in a particular organization. Then how to do some internal projects, so that I will tell you. Normally people will not get, if you learn a new technology, people will not get a chance in a same organization to learn and work in a particular a particular technology because they promote to learn the certification and take the to learn more and more. But normally people will not get a chance to work on the latest technology. That time you can do one thing. You can take a small Udemy courses. For example, TP 203, you can take a Udemy course from Tenga Khan or something end-to-end project from the Udemy, or you can take a certificate, or you can take a Google. You can just search in end-to-end project of the Azure Data Fact or Azure Data Engineering. Then you will get 2 or 3 project in the free in the YouTube itself. Try to do in your own computer, in your own Azure account. Then put those things in your resume. The recruiters or lead engineer will not ask you, are you doing the same thing in your previous company? They will not ask. They will ask maybe 20 to 30 minutes or 45 minutes will be the interview. That time how much questions they can ask? Nothing. They can ask only 5 or 6 questions. If you are doing the same thing in your computer or in your personal thing, that you can add in the resume, you can able to answer. If you answer whatever the questions from the recruiter, they will easily crack. Okay, so that is the one suggestion from you, Pavan. Actually, you learn it 1 or 2 hands-on project from the Google itself, YouTube itself. There is 2 or 3 projects are available. Free Azure Data Engineering project is available. Or Udemy, if you ready to pay, Udemy also Azure Data Engineering free project. Then you will get 2 or 3 projects. Try out one or two. Okay.
So, I have one more question. Like,
Ah,
we do have several services in Azure, right?
ah,
Azure Data Factory, Databricks,
yes.
Synapse. Do you specifically like uh, do you want us to consider like do you want me to consider specifically on particular service? Like, I do know though that
Ah,
Data Factory is like mostly used.
for the ingestion.
Yeah.
Ah,
So, uh, what else services would be like we should get to know more so that we will. I mean, that can
ah,
help in the interview.
okay. So some roles are they mention Synapse Analytics developer. Okay, some role they are taking up. We want Synapse Analytics developer. Some companies will ask Azure Data Bricks developer. They are specifically mentioned. If they are mentioned like Azure Data Engineer, they definitely you will expect the question from Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, plus what are the storage account available. Okay, so these are the prime focus you need to do. You got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the prime focus you want to. Then you can go through the material I shared with you. Just go through it because DP203 will help you. That is already a add-on advantage. Then you do some end-to-end project in your personal computer, add also in your resume. Then you can check data factory interview question and the data bricks interview question mount, how the data frame loaded and how the synapse analytics is working. These kind of simple things you would just learn it. And once you do, because in the first interview, maybe you can clear. You don't don't give up. So you once you get the interview, what you can do, you can write the questions. Normally, most of the question coming from the interview kits itself. If you didn't get, you write in your Excel sheet. Okay, today you have an interview. What are the questions you got from the interview? Mention in the Excel sheet. Then give a next interview or the next day. What are the questions you will get from there? You can write there. After the fifth interview, you will get most of the question. Normally, recruiters are asking. Normally, it will coming from our interview kits itself. Then you will get interview kit. This one, interview kit. Okay, you got it. Then after what will happen, you will get to clear or fifth interview. You will fifth to then you will get lot of call. You can clear lot of interview. Then you the negotiation part. I'm got this much from this company. You can ask to 20 to 30. So that will be the salary range. From the glass door, you can check what are the normal salaries they are providing, and you can check in the LinkedIn connections also. Normally, what are the salary level they are providing? So this research will help you when you enter into the company. You can get a good hike. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any ranges in your mind? I do know like product based goes till
Yes.
25,
Not
somewhere around
product
20 and 30.
not product based companies, service based companies. I will tell you 2 to 3 year experience. They will give 12 to 15 lakh. Service based companies and some big four. Okay, they will give 12 to 15. So that will be the range staff level. And the next level, that means the 5 to 7 or 8, 9. So that time you can expect 15 to 13, not 15. 15 is less. That means 20 to 30. That will be the salary range, 20 to 30. For the then product-based companies, depends on our interview, we can ask 35 to 60 lakh product-based companies. Okay, for 30
Okay.
to 30 lakhs to 50 or 55 lakh for 5 to 6 years of experience. That is always in your mind. When you are preparing for the service-based companies, prime focus will be product-based companies.
Okay.
Okay, then the early stage itself you can crack 32 or 35 to 55 in your hand. That will good, right? You can easily settle and you are financially stable soon within 5 or 7 years. So you can prepare well. So within short span of time, focus more. Then follow these paths, whatever I mentioned, right? follow this path and try to attend as much as of interview in your life.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, no, no. You can ask me. So, yeah.
Uh, let's just say I have total of 6 years or 5 years of IT industry experience,
Okay.
but uh, I have mentioned in resume I just have 2 years of data engineer. I mean
Experience.
experience or
Mm,
something.
mm.
So, uh, do they consider whole 5 years, or
No.
are they going with like let's just say I did some application development at the start, and
Okay.
later on I moved into big data. For first 2 years, I worked with application development.
Application
Next 2 years,
development means any SQL content is there?
yeah,
Okay, SQL
SQL
content is
Server,
there, right? Okay.
yeah, SQL Server is the database. So,
Okay, okay. Then I will tell you, they will ask how many years of experience in the data engineering side. Then you can mention that I have 2 years of experience in the data engineering completely. In the previous experience, I was SQL. Okay. I was SQL. I was worked in various programming languages plus Python. That will enough. Plus some cloud project also. Then they will consider your means 5 years experience. You will get the package of 15, not 15 to 19 to 30 or 20 to this much of thing. Okay, because they already aware about the SQL and the Python is very important. They will not ask much more. But safe side, you don't want to apply for the senior role.
uh,
Okay. That for a safe side because we are in the learning stage. If you are expertise, you can apply for the senior role. Normally, 5 years they will not consider a senior role. You can apply for the junior. Junior level also you will get. I already told you, right? 20, not 20, not 20 will not reach because the senior role, the 20 will be reached. 5 to 8 or 9 years of experience. Okay, but they are considering in the junior role, you will get this much of means salary range.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
And what will be the approach if it is for 10 plus years of experience?
10 plus years of experience. Actually, I saw one interview there. So that time they mentioned like they are expecting in the 10 plus of years experience, they are mentioned architect. They are expecting architect level of experience. So that time, what you can do normally, you can do some kind of stuff in your like you can build your own kind of solution. Some kind of certification is there, right? Architect level of certification that will help you to crack those kind of interviews. Okay, because otherwise, because this much normally 2 to 5 year experience is junior kind of role. Then 5 to 8 or 9 years of experience they will consider as a senior. Then it will be move as a team lead. Then it will be like a manager or architect. So that will be the flow. You got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, like I have 10 plus, I can speak like
Ah,
maybe I have 2 plus in 2 years in data engineering.
data engineering. Then I think you can more focus on the data architect level of certification and optimize kind of thing in implement in your project. Okay, like you are suggesting this thing will help you reduce the cost. This thing with this, and when you implement, when you replace with the entire project with the like Azure Data Factory, Databricks with the Synapse Analytics will reduce the cost plus add on kind of fast moving things in the solution. So this kind of suggestion you can give, you can move in the level of architect, right? So that will help you. Got it right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Means what will be the package range and all the 10 plus?
10 plus, I am because in the FANG and product based companies, you can expect 65 to 1 core. 65 to 1 core for the product based companies. If you are good amount of expertise in those fields, 65 to this 65 to 1 core will be the 1 to 1.10. That will be the core range of salary. And service based companies, I think 3 to 4 lakh per annum. No, no, 3 to 4 lakh per month. Okay, that means it's a good amount, right? So that will be the
Yeah.
package.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, David. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Actually, I'm looking to change it to data analytics domain. Basically, I'm
Okay.
also doing an MBA in business analytics. So,
Okay.
for data analytics, what kind of certification actually I can take?
Data analytics in the first thing you want to the same thing. Normally, Python language it is very important. Then SQL, Excel analysis is very important. Power BI, DA 100 is the data analytics one.
Yeah, okay. So
Data.
basically,
Ah,
uh, uh, I know Python, SQL,
ah,
and Tableau basically.
okay. Tableau also
Okay.
you write. Then the Power BI also
Yeah,
add on advantage.
yeah, okay, got it.
Okay.
So, any specific certification, like you mentioned, some certification for
Yes.
data engineering, right?
Yes. This one will be the data analyst certification, DA 100. DA
Okay.
100. So once you clear DP 100 or DP 100, DP 100, DP 900,
Not 900. Okay.
DP 900 is the data fundamental certification. Once you
Okay.
complete this one, you can move to data analyst one, DA 100, DA 100. So this will be the path.
So, regarding the salary expectation, so can we expect the same salary for data analyst as that of data engineer?
Data analyst Power BI also has the same demand in the companies also because I saw a lot of people are enrolling. Data engineering, also the same thing, right? Data analyst also we can expect the same thing, but it was a challenge. The data engineering, the only difference is that we can get lot of openings in the data engineering side. Data analyst, there are few opening in the data analyst per project because uh, this much of effort will not need in the data analyst because we need to take the already ingested or the transformed data we are handling to a data analyst, right? So they will not that kind of normally in 100 team member there will be only three, four, five data analysts will be there. 70, 70 or 80 data engineers will be there, but data analyst amount will be less there. That is the only
Okay.
thing. But the salary range almost similar. But I'm not aware about the product-based companies. How it will be like. Yeah, if you
So,
want to know more about in the data analyst, I will suggest you one. Um, I think one channel is there. She is providing lot of courses in the data analyst side. So that is the only channel I will check and let me know the name. Mm, data one stop data. You can check in the LinkedIn. Uh, Diksha, I will tell you the name. One stop data. I will mention in LinkedIn profile. They are providing huge number of things. It's a very good site. One stop data for data analyst. One
okay.
one stop data and I think Diksha Anand. LinkedIn profile also you can check Diksha Anand. She's providing Diksha Anand. She's providing good thing in the data analysis. Most of the people are there are lots of openings also she mentioned in the LinkedIn not LinkedIn LinkedIn plus her Instagram also. So that will help you to get a job easily.
Okay, sure. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Hi. Yeah, tell me.
Uh, Maybe you need to work on SQL, Python, all these things are good as per the data.
Ah,
Can you please help us with the resources from where we can start with your expansion?
okay. For the Python, right? Python SQL.
Yeah.
Okay. That I will tell you because the Python you can mention first one normally how I learn in Python. I'm learning to from the solo learn. I will tell you here. Mention here Python. I'm going to one video. Then I'm solo learn. solo learned Python certification. That was the thing I completed first. Then I go to HackRank. HackRank. I'm going to HackRank and W3, not W3 school, HackRank. Then try to do some workout on one more site was there. Uh, Geeks for Geeks. DSA. So this was an excellent. There is a one paid course is there. I think 1,000 or 1,200 rupee. DSA plus Python course. That was an excellent course to complete end-to-end DSA. So that was really helpful. Geeks for Geeks. DSA you can enroll that one. So this is enough to learn for the Python itself. For the SQL, I will tell you, I already give some complex materials also. For the SQL, first thing you can do W3 code. That is the best thing you want to when you learn basic thing, how the inner join these things. W3 school is the first thing. Then move on the hacker rank will be the next. We can solve the problem there. First start from the easy levels problem, then you can move further. So that is the best approach. Yeah. So this is the two things I complete for the W3 school and yeah. So this is enough. Then one more thing I downloaded. One downloaded from Microsoft site. Adventurous data set. I was already created one SQL interview series, not SQL in the 30 days interview series in my Vision Board YouTube channel. There I take the download Microsoft adventurous work. Adventurous work, adventurous work from there. Then adventurous work data set. So then I try to do multiple joins, select statement, query statement from there. So that was the thing I done there. Then the Azure data engineering, I completely enrolled the one course. In the previous I was completely enrolled. Ishant. Ishant Garg, I think. You can check in the Udemy. Courses were there. So that was an excellent one. I enrolled it. I started learning on that one. Then I started building my own project. So I think my first month, this month goal, I'm already maybe most of the people in my consistency team. This month, I want to create one DP 203 in it for all the learners, whoever pass or whoever complete end-to-end project plus practicals. I think next month maybe you can enroll you if you want. If you like that one, you can enroll that course also. It will be cheap for compared to market. Then you will get complete idea how the data engineering works, how the practical you can do, how to answer the interview question, everything. Not interview question, practical level. I'm more focusing on different scenarios dealing. So that thing you will get for the next month. Yeah. So this is the path. Hope you're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
can.
you should find a part of video consistency.
Wow.
So in
Super.
case like you're planning to start, probably you can drop a message over there that
Yeah. Actually, I already messaged, right? DP 203 complete preparation because I
yeah,
think,
yeah, right.
yeah.
10 days ago. For 10
Yeah,
days,
10
10
days.
days. Right.
But when I start, I think I can able to complete 10 days. But when I'm got lot of message, we want complete thing because we don't want we want a crash course, but we need more focus with your practical. That was a message I got from most of the people. Then I think that I need some time to prepare one end-to-end project plus practical and doubt clearing session that will help you grow the community. Otherwise we enroll just one course that will not help you improve or means to become a best assured data engineer in the world. So we need to handle that kind of level. So definitely I will create and I will share with you within this month itself. Okay. B2, you can, I think I already shared the link in the group also, B3 consistency. Are you joined?
Okay, I think
Okay.
join it.
You can join. B3 consistency started for January 15 to February 15th. So you can just there is no fee for that one. You can enroll it and because you mentioned in the what are the goal this month, you can also start. Okay, we are like community, we are growing. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just one last question before
Sure, sure.
before the wrap up.
Ah,
Will we cover like DQ or GCOC or will that be DQ 900 also?
that course I am planning to cover DP 900 plus DP 203 because DP 203 is basic thing that means how the relational database is working, what is a non-relational database, how the storage, these kind of thing DP 900 is thing. So DP203 has we have an extensive knowledge how we can handle different scenario, how we can handle data from different sources. These things we will get an knowledge from the DP203. So I think combined course I will provide it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Team, anyone has any doubt? Let me know.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm having 7 years experience in other technology,
Okay.
but I'd like to switch into data engineering. Currently, I'm
Ah, oh,
enrolled into some data engineering courses.
okay.
Are you in the same? I mean, are you teaching any Azure courses?
Yeah, actually, I'm planning to teach the big Azure data engineering course. So that means some need because when I'm started teaching, I need to provide some adequate level of because quality material. So that is the reason I am asking to my community. I need 1 month of time or 3 weeks of time to complete the certification. So not certification, that course. I think in the mid of February, I can launch my DP 900 plus DP2 not the complete course. So that is the plan. That will help you to complete the scenarios like how because when I know that also completed 100 or something interview for the data engineering perspective. So I know what are the questions they can ask and what are the things they mention. So that is the reason I shared these things with you. So they can so that is the level of interview preparation we need. So one more thing I will share. You can stay here. So I will share some more thing here to this Azure data engineering part. Then you can download or save in your place. Okay. I will upload one more document that will help you to complete guidance. What are the questions? More questions I added that I will upload here, and I will share the this PPT also. I will share here. Yeah, so that is the one thing. Someone writes Shravan.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me, Shravan.
DSA, equal weeks is enough.
Uh,
Data structures.
yeah, that is good. Python, there is one course, Python plus DSA. That is the one course is available.
Okay. It will teach us the like time complexity and everything,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Notations. Okay.
That will teach everything because time complexity is simple. Bigger notation because the first round of Google film definitely Google, not Google. Every kind of in the 2020, I gave one interview in the Google. So that time the first question will be time complexity. What was the time complexity? What was the space complexity? I don't know that time. So then I think that I want to learn more about DSA. So then I learned it. So it was pretty easy to me. Data structure then other their flow like they are implementing they are teaching to what is space complexity, what is time complexity, then they are giving to Python plus DSA how linked list plus Python is working, how the tree structure help to involve the Python. So that will exact knowledge I got from the particular course Geek for Geeks. So that is the reason I'm suggesting you to enroll those courses. Okay.
Which are courses? Can you repeat, please? I joined late.
No, tell me.
No, no, you told right. I want to, for the Pilgrim standpoint, I want to join few of things you have said earlier, right? Before join 5 minutes earlier, so that's why I want to gather those details. If
Okay.
you don't mind, please share that one, please.
Which one? I didn't get you. Can you repeat?
You have told about something like a time to interview standpoint,
Time,
right?
time complexity.
Yeah, yeah,
Time complexity and space complexity.
yeah.
Actually, in the Google interview round in the 2020, not this year, 2020, I got a question like, what was the time complexity and space complexity of a Python program? Okay, so that time I already learned it from my BTech time, but I didn't consider. Not I am most of the people didn't consider these things. But whoever from the IIT, NIT, and they want to have a big idea about the product-based company, they only learn it thoroughly. Otherwise, most of the 90 or 80 percentage of the people, not 80, 95 percentage of the people don't know how the time complexity, how the data structure help to implement or help to solve most of the problems in our life. So time complexity is very important. How much time is taken for a particular program? Because why I tell you, in a product based companies, they are the product owners. So they need to write each and every code for their product that should be efficient. So that time definitely we want to know which data structure is suited for a particular requirement. Then only their code will be short and they will get an optimal result. Otherwise, what will happen? Normal coders like coding like a 2 or 3 or 8 pages like coding, then it will be lengthy and their optimization will low. So that is the reason they will ask in the first round itself DSA. Hope you're clear, okay? In the Google. Yeah, so that is the reason when your product, when you definitely I am suggesting to everyone first you want to learn about DSA, then only you can go on the Python. So this is my experience. I learned it lately in my fourth or 5 years, 5 years of experience. So it already late, I know, but no one want to repeat this kind of mistake in their life.
You're saying about a course that helped you, right?
Geeks for
What
geeks.
course?
Geeks for geeks. Coding. I will let me check. Geeks for geeks. Placement preparation data structure. Python plus DSA. There is one more course is there in the this site. Geeks for geeks. You can I think courses working professional data structures. This one. This one.
Okay.
This is good. Data structures algorithm in Python self-paced course. They mention all the things here. First, you just go through the things and what are the things they mention here. Then only you can enroll. Okay. Otherwise, you want to enroll, just go through it. And the course overview, they are mentioned like these Python languages and you can course content, algorithm, asymptotic notation, best and average symptoms, bitwise list, recursion, advanced, how the things is searching algorithm, sorting. This is all. The first round will be linear sorting, quick sort. What is the time complexity, space complexity of quick sort, merge sort? So this will help you to solve these kind of things. Searching, binary search. What is the time complexity of binary search? So this will help you. I think I will paste here. If you want to learn it, you can learn it. Okay. Is it enough, right? Let me know if you have any doubt. I will clear you. Team, let me know if you want any help or any doubt.
Haven't told, for example, if a person having the different skill like application development,
Okay.
they have some knowledge in the SQL.
Uh-huh.
Now they are studying the data engineering course
Okay.
like a 203,
Uh-huh.
but they have some knowledge in the architecture role.
Uh-huh.
Uh, But the current problem is he going for opening the interview.
Ah,
So he is going and telling, hey, I have to yes, 3 years like that.
okay.
Okay. Current told that the things are doing like that, right?
Uh-huh.
They are changing all old project to new, putting the all the experience project. They are putting the skill and attending the interview.
Mm,
But paying into then only they are because we need to know what's the current trend, how they are questions they are asking, and what are things they need to learn.
yeah.
So after only they are able to know, right?
Mm,
So current point, what are the prerequisites we need to, if you are going for us, say data engineering or any data engineering,
mm.
we need to know these are things are basic thing. So these are the prerequisites. Before
Yes.
to any issue, we need to have these things. So
Yes.
that type of thing, anything is there. Basic
Uh,
or
yeah, that is the reason I just uploaded those materials there, and I will share this PPT also. I will mention these are the things we want in the before preparing your interview. Python, SQL, big data knowledge like Hive, Spark, and Hadoop architecture. Then some kind of cloud data engineering certificate like Azure data engineering certification, GCP certification, anything, and one end-to-end project interview preparation. This is the roadmap.
Okay, I have one clarification with
Ah,
the current role. The big data has some complexity, or so due to that, they have going in our state data, they have
ah,
database and the synapses and all those things, right?
yes.
So if we can eliminate the Hadoop and this, right, Spark is need to have, right? But other
Spark,
part was
Spark we can add in the Databricks. In the Azure itself, there's a Databricks, right? So Spark will be under those part.
okay. So, why I'm asking, right? Without learning the big data concept like Hadoop and all those things, we
Ah,
can able to travel, or we need still it is a mandatory because we are not aware of clear roadmap. So
mm.
that's why I ask you
No, no,
because
no.
you are
Big data not needed, but if you have knowledge in the just we can mention you have knowledge in the Hadoop, Hive, these things it will be add on. If you don't know about the big data, because three kinds of data engineers are there. First one, big data engineer. They are more expertise in the Hadoop, Hive, Spark, and SQL. In the Linux system, they are developing, right? Most probably, they are looking on the product-based command. Linux command, they already aware about Git and whatever the code that you develop in the most probably they are in Java. Java is the core, right? So that thing they are developing a product. They are developing a product for the product-based companies. So that time they have a deep knowledge in Java, Hive, Hadoop, these things and all, Kafka and all. For the Azure data engineering, it will not be a prerequisite. They have only knowledge in the data factory data because already we have a product. We want to know the how to use these services in a correct places. That is the only knowledge as an Azure data engineer or any kind of cloud data engineer we want. So if you don't know about this cloud data, don't mention in your profile. You can directly mention Python, SQL plus this skill, then one end-to-end project. Then this is last interview preparation.
you. Do we have any we have any into hit not into hit
Uh,
project hits like so sample projects they are already available right for practice standpoint.
Practice
It is
test.
like a starter kit. So we have in application development we have some starter kit we go and download and see how the application will be there. So we will be
That I will.
help for us to learn the structures.
Okay.
So in the earlier, we are do like that. So in the data engineering standpoint, what is the way because it's all dealing with data, right?
Yes.
So we have any for learning standpoint for in our work we doing the capstone project like that. So what we can do in the current work? Do
Okay.
we have
Normally, what you can do? Normally, you can ask them to because I will tell you, Azure data engineering. These are the things you can enroll. Okay, in your something you can just say um, engineering end to end project. So this will show you two things. I think one for Deepak Goyal real
Okay.
world Azure data engineering project, this you can enroll, or Azure data engineering project for COVID-19. Ramesh Reknasamy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing. Um, one more thing I will share maybe if I have data. This is the two thing Azure data engineering real world one. Debug oil this one, and even I don't know this about this one I did in the previously. So these are the things you can enroll and do in your personal computer, and how these systems are working. Then two things you can do. One thing you can ask your higher management. So this is the thing I am doing. I already completed this much of thing in my certification point of view. Then you can mention. Okay, and you did this kind of certification, and I did this project my own. Can you give me a role to work in a data engineering? So, sometime if you have a luck and there is a lot of project, they will assign you. If you repeatedly ask them, definitely you will get a source, or there if you pick on the door you will get an opportunity, right? That kind of thing you will ask, you will definitely get. Otherwise, the second option, you can mention this project in your profile, complete end-to-end project in your profile. Then you can attend the interview on other companies. Definitely you can clear the interview. These are the only ways if you are really want to move into the data engineering career.
Do you have any sample project or have any team having need a data engineering? They want to like how we have all the early days for getting the projects. So we have the freelancer, we have work like that, right? So we will get any opportunity like that.
Yeah, definitely there are opportunities are there. If you want to update the Naukri also, you will get lot of call. Your freelancing calls and freelancing opportunities, plus your company's opportunity, everything is there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, have one more question.
Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Yeah, in Databricks, what type of exam certification is very useful? Do we
Um,
have any these certification voucher we will be getting in the Databricks?
Databricks
Because
certification we will get from the I think from the company you can provide. It is costly, I think. Databricks certification. Four certifications are there, Databricks. Uh,
which one we need to prefer?
I think all the things it is at different level. I will tell you, these are the things that Lake House Data Analyst Associate, Lake House Data Engineering Associate. This is Lake House Data Engineering Professional, Machine Learning Associate. This is we don't want. Machine Learning we don't want. Then Hadoop migration. I think I'm suggesting you can take any three. This will be good for Data Engineering Associate and
Yeah, we are going in Azure data engineering standpoint, right? In Azure standpoint, we are going the database of
yes, yes,
right. Which
this
one
one.
is give more advantage? We have the certificate that will be give some add-ons like that, right?
This
So
one you
which one
can
is
take.
concerned?
This will
Like because data
Lake House Data
engineering.
Engineering Associate. And then one more thing was there. I forgot the name. A small certificate that will not need. This will good.
Which one?
Um, I think in the Spark Developer Associate for the Spark. If you are more interested to Spark Developer Associate is there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That we don't want. I think this one we can take. Lake House Data Engineering Associate and a Lake House Data Engineering Professional. First one is this one, then professional certificate. Okay.
So yeah, all those things we need this five spark it's required, right? Python spark knowledge, Python spark.
Yes. Python, PySpark, and SQL knowledge is needed for this one. But they don't want to more practical, but we need to know PySpark. Otherwise, most of the codes we are writing in the Databricks in PySpark. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
You are going to share all the details, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm planning to give these things in this drive itself. Okay, this PPT also I will add this one. This already you have this link, right? This drive link. I think you can use this one.
Can you ping me?
Yeah, yeah, I already pinged it. Maybe you joined late, right?
Yeah,
Okay, those I already pinged. So you can access the interview kit from here. And I will upload two more things here. One the PPT and one more question bank. I forgot to upload here, so that I will also add. You can take it from there. Yeah. So this will enough to clear the interview. So you can go through all this roadmap that will help you get a better understanding.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Think you are confident.
yeah.
Yes.
But people are telling 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs.
Uh,
Nowadays, 20 lakhs to 25 clearing is difficult. So that's why I
uh.
have
Yeah,
in
this
the
will help.
data
This will help you.
the application level or whatever, right? In a same company, we don't have anything.
Uh,
By jumping, they are giving lot of things. Inside the
yes.
company, they're not
That
they
is
are
the
not
common
balanced.
one, right? We cannot blame them because we are working in employees. So we can take it as an opportunity. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay? Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm so sorry. I was into another
Ah,
call
no worries.
this session, but I do remember like it was set up. But will you please share the recording of the same?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I am already recording. Is it on? I will upload it.
Okay.
You have my
Share it.
YouTube channel, right? You already know, right?
Oh, sorry.
In my YouTube channel.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so that I will upload. You can take this session from there, and this from Drive you can take this data because I think people who already joined in this community have know this link. Okay, no one want to access these things because I'm created this for putting lot of effort and selecting these things from different sources. This is the you can crack the interview. So I think that is the reason I don't want to share with the whoever are not serious for their learners because I am putting lot of effort to create these things for you. So you so take it from this link. Using this link, you can download or you can learn it. Okay, it will be completely free for lifetime. You can access it. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm stop recording this one. Yeah. Tell me.
Okay, actually, I'm unable to copy the link. I'm actually unable to save the
Uh, not
the location.
okay. Not able to copy.
Yeah.
But people can save this link, right? I think already in the chat, people can access this link and they can able to see, right?
Able to access, I'm able to access, but not able to copy.
Okay, let me
Mm.
check. Yeah, I will check.
Um, like we can copy in WhatsApp
Okay.
like that.
Let me check. Yeah, I'm stop recording this one.